Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So I've come on to do a quick card. I'm hoping it's going to be quick. So I've got out some of my die frames and I've had a little play with them because I haven't used them for a long time. So I've cut out, oh, there's a little bit still in there. So I've cut out this one. These are just the frames I've got left. And then I cut out this one with the stitching all the way around the edges. I did 2 of those. And then I cut out, I needed one of those, one of these. So I thought I would use this one because I really like that pattern. And I'd come on and do something just a little bit different. So I have got a plain 6x4 piece of cardstock. I'm going to use that as my base, but before we use that I'm going to do some inking on this. Now I don't want to get the edges round here. I want to leave that covered, so I'm thinking I'm going to try and just cover these over if I can. I need to put it the right way round for a start so I know what I'm doing. So let's just stick that to there, and then let's just pop that down on the mat. I just want to cover those bits so that we don't get any of the ink on that bit of the card. Now got a bit of a bump in it there. Let's tuck that down. I think I bent it in the die by the look of it. It got a bit bent. Right, let's hope that that's good enough. It doesn't matter if it's not, as long as it's stuck down on this bit so that none of the ink seeps through. So I've got out my Posh rainbow ink, and this one is metallic teal, because I just wanted to do a basic card but used my this is out of my Gemini, I can't think what it's called, the jelly plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to smoosh like this, but let's just do a tiny little. That's probably enough. We really don't need much of this because it really, I'm just hoping you can see that. Make sure we're in shot. Yeah. So I'm just going to just smooch it about a little bit on here. I've never used this mat for this before. Right, I don't want it up that high, so I'm just going to get rid of that bit. And then all I'm going to do is just put my card on there and lift it off, and whatever be will be. Okay, let's just, right, so we leave that like that. Now I've got some left. I wonder if I can just, I don't want to waste it. Okay, let's just try and get that last little bit up without getting it absolutely everywhere. Nearly, I just want to cover it. I have to drag it a bit. Nearly everywhere. Let's just try and get that last bit. I'll wash that afterwards. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Let's just put a little bit more on there. Just want to try and get those edgy bits, because I can use that for another project when it's dry. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to leave that get that out of the way and leave that to dry. Right, I'm just going to wipe off the majority of it, but I'll clean it properly when I've finished. But it's going to get everywhere, isn't it? Yeah. So let's put that out of the way. I'm just going to get a clean wipe out because I don't want to get any of that teal on everywhere on it when I touch the actual base of the white card. Why do it's always two come out when you only want one? So let me just clean properly. Right, now looks like there's a bit of fluff on there or something. That's gone. Okay. I wonder if that piece will just, it's still rolling. There we go. Right, I'm quickly going to go off camera and dry these and I'll be straight back. Right, I've dried that. And then I'm going to leave the edge on. It has creased a little bit. Leave the edges on for the moment. And I've got these two stamps which are like these sort of dandelions. Well, this is on my fairy kit. I can't remember which magazine I got that from, I'm afraid. Sorry. But I'm going to just have these on the top in black. And then I'm thinking I'm going to emboss them in black. So let me just get my black embossing powder out. I'm going to see how this works, how this goes. And then what I need is a scrap piece of paper, which I didn't get out, did I? Right, there's a scrap piece of paper. So let me just get my embossing ink out and we'll have a go. So I'm going to use the big one, give that a good old dab. Put that there. And I'm going to do another big one the other side. Just put some clear on that. I might have cut off the edge of that, but I don't mind. And then I'm going to do the smaller one in the middle. Is that a good cover? And we'll see how this comes out. Let's see if that's even work, shall we? Get my black. Yeah, this is just black. You know what I should have done is I've got the door open on the balcony here. Pretty silly idea. Get this away quick. Get rid of that. Get the lid on that quickly. And I'll wipe that because I've just got the black dust everywhere I can see. And then I'll bring my heat tool back and quickly, sorry about the noise. Yep, we're all done on that. Get rid of that. Just wipe that down again, make sure I've got no black anywhere. Let me use that fresh one. Okay, there we go. Right, I'm just going to take this off. Whilst we wait for that to dry a tiny piece. I'm hoping it didn't leak through. It is a little bit bent, but that's fine. Get rid of that. No, it hasn't. That's good. Okay. Just going to quickly put that heat tool on the, can you see how shiny the two stems are? This one isn't. So I'm thinking that that didn't quite. No, it didn't. There we go. Now it is. I thought it hadn't quite caught it because it wasn't glossy. So you got that sort of gloss now, you can see. So I've got my card. I've also used on a piece of the scrap that I cut out. I've just cut out a happy birthday out of this stamp. So I'm going to use that at the bottom. And I've just done it in plain black. So I'm just going to cut that off. Just make sure I get that right. Just going to take a little bit off the whole of that length. There we go, that's better. That's straight now. And then I can get rid of that rubbish. I'm going to put that out the way. It's still got remnants of the black on it, and I don't want that going everywhere. Now, shouldn't be anything coming off that now because I've just done that. I'm just concerned how I'm going to stick this down because it's slightly bent, but we'll go with it. And I was just going to keep it very, very simple, like so, and then have this at the bottom. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on with double-sided tape because I've got a big roll of this. Let's just make sure that's dry. Should be. Yeah, it is. Yep. Cool. Okay, so let's just get some of this off. And we'll use this to stick it down because I think that's going to be a much better idea. I might just put a bit of glue right the way around the edge. Chop a bit of that off. I can just go there. Bit of that around the edge. I don't want it coming over the, oh, it's so sticky. I don't want it coming over the, I've just smudged it, have I? No. I might cut that in half and then I can put a piece either side. I'll take that off in a minute. Put that piece there. I've probably made it too big. Yes, I have. Okay, so let's just get my pokey tool. Alright, nope, it's just checking that I hadn't smudged it. Right, let's just take this release paper off. It's stuck down. Right. Trying not to get your fingers stuck at the same time, which I am. Oh dear. I'm on a mission to try and use, having tidied up and gone through my craft stash, I'm trying to use maybe the stamps and the embossing folders and die cuts and things that I haven't used before. I may well have used them off camera, but I haven't used them on camera. Okay, so we are going to go about there. just going to push that over. Now we hope it is dry, don't we? Because we're in trouble if it's not. Yes, it has. There's nothing on there. Okay, and then that should leave me room for the happy birthday. So I'm just going to put some glue on that rather than tape that down. Just glue that down in the middle, like so. And then we could just have a couple of little gems on there, I think. I think that warrants a couple of sparklies. And let's go for that size. So let me just get a couple out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go for 5. That's plenty. Just pop them over the right side. 3, 4, 5. There we go. So we'll have one there, one there, one there. That's 3, 4. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you know who. Embark. Right, there we go. Why, she must know I'm saying that word. So there we go. Only because I heard someone pulling up outside. So yeah. So there we go. That's my card. And hopefully you can see the shine of the black embossing. And yeah, just something a little bit different. Hope you liked it. Please hit the like button if you did. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do think about subscribing. It just really trying to get to 500. And yeah, take care everyone. Crafty hugs, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.